From hotspots to hidden gems, this is your guide to all things local, the LA Unscripted way, from our LAU home base in Hollywood. Welcome to LA Unscripted. I'm Dana Devin, and joining me for this half-hour soiree is our very own born and bred Angelino, Jasmine Simpkins.
Hi.
Hello.
Dana, you know, whether it's buying a cup of coffee or shopping for a new tea, when you shop at a Black-owned business, not just in August, but all year long, that support can go a long way.
Well, then let's get right to sharing the goods because we've got a special brick and mortar to start us off.
The goal when I opened this store was to have a safe space for people to shop. Hey, I'm Stoney Michelle Love, CEO, founder, and creator of Stuzo Clothing, and I'm here revealing my amazing story. Stuzo, you know, it is a gender-free brand. We wanted to call it gender-free because we feel like, you know, we're free to be any gender or non that we want to be, to represent your inner identity, you know, on the outside. It's been so segregated in stores. You know, you go in, there's the women's section, the men's section, the kids section. As we have more knowledge and words to identify ourselves as like non-binary, different pronouns, they, them, and, you know, not just he and she. So now that expands the sections, right? I wanted to just go and shop. I wanted to mix and match. Maybe I wanted to take something from the women's and the men's and put it together, you know. I felt isolated. I felt like, you know, I didn't belong, and like, where can I shop? I'll say this, when I had my first ever design, Yep, Still Gay. I was finishing up in school, my second degree. I knew who I was at that moment of being a queer person. And, you know, a lot of people that were being caught up as to who I am were like, oh, you know, this is new for them. So they would ask me like, oh, are you still gay? And I'm like, yep, still gay. And it's like, bing. So it went off, and like from there I was like, oh, let me sketch that. And, you know, I'm pretty sure there's somebody else in this world that understands and would resonate. It's interesting to say, like, you know, clothes can actually affect you in these ways, but it can. You know, you're free to be who you are and to let that inside show on the outside, you know? People have like Googled, you know, gender, you know, neutral or gender-free stores, and they're like, oh, and you popped up, and I was like, what? There's actually a store for that? And they came and they made it. It always touches my heart and semi-blows my mind when it's on their itinerary. I want to see Stuzo flourish and around the world, and for people to be able to know the crown for sure, like, that's a Stuzo piece. Affect real change, you know, and how we look at each other through fashion.
I mean, we're so lucky to live in a city that has finds like that. And Jasmine, you know, I'd love to know, what have been some of your favorite neighborhoods to go off script?
Oh my gosh. Okay, I have to say it's Leimert Park.
She always talks about this.
This neighborhood is so cool. Not only is it like kind of the birthplace of Black business in the city, but they just have vendors out. There's so many like people that walk around on the streets. They have African drummers, and they have some of the best finds. I'm gonna take you. We're gonna go.
All right,
okay.
It's a date.
But you know what I really love? When we get viewer emails inviting us to check out a spot we may have never otherwise gone to. I've never been in one of these before, so first of all, just let me take it in for a second.
Take it in.
Blue Flame Cigar Lounge is a cigar lounge. We're a premium cigar lounge in Torrance, California. I discovered the cigar lounge in the mid-90s, I believe, and been smoking here on and off since. And then early 2000s or mid-2000s, I became a regular customer and a member. And then just last year, we were able to purchase this lounge from the previous owner. It's funny because we got married on October 29th. October 30th, we signed the purchase agreement for this place, and November 1st, we took over.
Wait a minute, so you guys are pretty much newlyweds and new owners of a business.
Yes.
I My wife and I watch LA Unscripted all the time, and you guys have so much fun. This was probably a year ago. She said it'd be cool if you guys came and did a feature on our lounge.
Hello, Dana. I am Nancy Doster. My husband and I are the new owners of Blue Flame Cigar Lounge in Torrance, California. We would love for you to come to do a segment on our cigar lounge in Torrance.
This is something that we've done to decompress after work. We both are in law enforcement.
So my husband, he did his time in LAPD, 26 and a half years, and he has now retired to be the face of the lounge here. I myself have a couple more years left. I am still on the department. I am a homicide investigator.
What makes Blue Flame different is our huge walk-in humidor. We have over 100 facings of cigars from the Dominican Republic, from Honduras, from Nicaragua.
As you look at the different wrappers, you can tell which ones are Connecticut's, which one are more, mild, which one are more heavier. My favorite cigar is gonna be the Davidoff. A little bit more pricier cigar, but it is well worth it. It's probably about an hour and a half to two hours of smoke. Very, very smooth. Most customers that will come in and smoke, they either have their own cutters, their own lighters. If not, we have cutters and lighters at every stand out there.
It's so technical and fancy at the same time. I love it.
We're the only lounge here in Torrance, and it's just a nice vibe to come in and relax, sit down, watch a little TV, sports, and just enjoy your cigar. You walk in and you're greeted by our staff, and if you need help picking out a cigar, our experts will help you pick out a cigar. We do not serve or sell cocktails. Our members in our members lounge only can have alcohol, but only that's out of public view and it's in our members lounge. We're a big sports lounge, and we have the football games, the basketball games, the baseball games. Whatever you want to watch, we have it here.
From cigars to skateboards, Jasmine, I'd say you're on a roll.
Skateboards, tees, shoes. We got Doc Martin, Nike, Converse. We got paint for like all the artists that want to do stuff. We got wheels, skateboards, trucks, everything to build a skateboard pretty much. What we're trying to push over here at Neighbors is that you can look good even when you're not skating. We opened 2021, April 3rd, but it's been a project since like 2019. Me and my friend Cleon, we had like dead-end jobs. So we used to like hang out and just like talk about what we wanted to do. And he says that I mentioned like us doing a skate shop.
I saw him develop what this name would be, what our first sticker would be, which was a huge aspect to the movement that we started. Before you knew it, you had kids in Prague and Ho Chi Minh City putting stickers up, in Spain putting stickers up, doing the same thing we were doing. And then we had a billboard, so that was like the ultimate sticker.
The whole idea of Neighbors started at your grandmother's house.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I grew up skating on that block. I grew up skating in the driveway. I hung out in the back. That was the home base, So like all of the ideas like came to mind there. The whole brand stems around her and like the neighborhood and Leimert Park, my friends.
How does she feel when she comes in here and sees what you've created?
Oh, she trips out. She trips out. She's from a whole another generation. It's unbelievable to her. The billboard's on her street, and it was right up under where I learned to skate. She saw that billboard for the first time and just lit up. Everybody that comes in the shop, they build a skateboard. Everything's custom. You can pick everything.
What's the coolest one? What should I pick out?
I mean, you gotta go with a Neighbors board. This is our collaboration with Denim Tears, these two on this end. Then we collaborated with this artist, Gregory Young. He was a homeless man that we found. All his artwork has like stories to like his life and the things that he'd been through. So when I saw all of his stuff, it really just like, I was blown away. And then right when we produced the artwork and put it on a skateboard, he passed away.
So we may not be able to skateboard, but we sure know how to have a really good time. Coming up, we've got the sisters behind a soul food favorite and the sisters who are making their mark on the makeup industry. I'd stick around for that, wouldn't you?
I would. Let's go.
Welcome back to LA Unscripted. I'm Dana Devin, and August is National Black Business Month. But what does that mean to us? Well, it means going off script to find new places, people, and passions to support and incorporate into our daily routines.
Well, Dana, you know I love finding good food, and you went to a place that I absolutely love, a soul food restaurant that's owned by two sisters.
Oh my God, one word for you guys, grits. Wait, and another word, cake. Oh, this is so
Shrimp.
good. Yes, yes.
So good.
LA is full of transplants, so I wanted a place for all my Southern people out there that have come to LA to have, you know, that feeling of somebody's auntie's or grandmother's house.
One bite, and I went back to my childhood.
Yes.
That is delicious.
My Two Cents is located in Los Angeles mid-city area. Besides calling it a hub of love, I would say it's evolved nostalgia, conscious comfort food, American food with Southern twists. We have our famous grit fries. We call them gries. Being that I was French trained and never really cooked soul food as a profession, I thought of My Two Cents because it's like kind of my opinion, and it was my money and it was a little bit of money. So we came up with My Two Cents. So I got the tattoo before I thought of the restaurant, years before. How I came up with the symbol, I wanted to remind people that food is love. So 1 + 1 is 2 cents love. We have catfish and greens. We have our signature shrimp and grits there.
Oh my God, this looks insane.
We have our gluten-free fried chicken, marinated for 48 hours in barbecue sauce. And we have our vegan collard greens. Those are mixed with kale and mustard today.
And I'm a Southern girl, so I like a good grit. Okay. Oh my God. That is insanity.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Oh man, it almost tastes like a risotto.
Yeah.
I have found my new soul food headquarters, and that's my 2 cents worth. Oh, so good.
Oh my God, Dana, that cake. Did you bring me some? I love that cake.
No, but I brought some home, and my 2 kids got in a fist fight over that cake. There is a reason why people line up for that strawberry cake. But we are still slicing through our half-hour special, so don't go anywhere. LA Unscripted will be right back. Connection, community, and celebration. It's what our show is all about, which is why we love when you, the viewers, share what you love with us.
That's a recipe for a good time, if you ask me, which is why I said yes to this next address. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Who made this? Because I just want to give them a hug.
My name is Norwood Clark. I'm one of the owners here at Daryl's. One of the things that we pride ourselves here at Daryl's New Orleans Grill is honoring the culture of Louisiana, New Orleans in particular. One of the best places to eat on the planet is in New Orleans. Comfort food at its finest.
I've been waiting all day for this food. I'm so excited. Look at this spread.
No pork products. Everything is clean, fresh fish off the farm. Breads baked daily. Vegan, vegetarian style dishes here. That shrimp po' boy, that's the #1 selling po' boy here. This is the Zeke po' boy. We created this. This is something from my childhood here. Every Friday, my mom would have a seafood fry. Shrimp, oysters, catfish. So this is potato salad on the bread with catfish and shrimp all locked in. This is absolutely amazing.
I can already tell. Look at this. Look at this sandwich. Oh my gosh.
My family once cooked for the world-renowned Commander's Palace in the Garden District of New Orleans. It's been around since the late 1800s. You heard of Chef Paul Prudhomme, Emeril Lagasse? Well, my family trained them.
What I love about this is that these aren't just family recipes, but this is also a family-run business.
Well, it's 3 of us. My partner over here, Ron, my cousin. We started this business back in 1988, manufacturing confections for Nordstrom and Neiman Marcus. And we opened our first retail restaurant in February of '94. Opened our second location, Marina Del Rey, December 1999. We opened this location, Daryl's New Orleans Grill, January 11th, 2016. Carson is a different market for us. You know, as we're accustomed to the celebrities, the professional athletes, but it's been great to us. If it wasn't for this particular location, we'd have been flatlined right now.
I'm Brendan Bellina, Happy Darrow's regular. I watch LA Unscripted pretty regularly, and most of the restaurants that are shown on the show always have a unique feel and a character, and I felt that Darrow's has that absolutely. So I decided to send you guys a letter. Hey LA Unscripted, you should do a segment on Darrow's Grill in Carson. Great place with a great neighborhood feel and a great owner and great NOLA-style food.
Now I'm going in for the gumbo. Now you guys, y'all may not know this, but my grandmother is from Louisiana, so she makes a good gumbo. I could just pick this up and sip the roux.
This is where we pride ourselves over making people feel at home, making people feel family.
Yeah.
You know, that's key. We have an obligation to all those people who supported us through our times, through that difficult time of almost going out of business back in 1994, and helped us with that very first store in Mid-City on Venice Boulevard. 8 years and 9 months, Holly Berry, Nancy Wilson, Ava DuVernay, George Lopez, John Larroquette, Ed Harris, Ed O'Neill. We're not doing this because of the money. It's honoring the culture, honoring us as a human society, as a human race.
Oh my God, I'm still dreaming about that shrimp po' boy. So good.
There have been so many good shrimp dishes, the shrimp po' boy and the shrimp grits. Oh my gosh. Now, if you guys have a local favorite you want us to check out, email us at launscripted@ktla.com and we might just show up.
Okay, Dana, we've shopped, we've eaten, we've been all around town. How's my makeup?
Flawless as usual, natural airbrush, beautiful. But you guys are gonna love this next story because you're about to meet the twin makeup mavens that Oprah loves. And let's just say they are the definition of beauty boss babes.
241 Cosmetics is a clean beauty brand, and we are the founders. So it's a play on words. Growing up as twins, people would constantly ask, are you guys 2, 4, F-O-R, 1? And our father said one day, and it kind of stuck with us, no, there's no discount on your self-worth. So that's why it's called 241 Cosmetics. As women and growing up, we kind of got compared a lot, and we really just started taking ownership of our own story. And we said, hey, we can be both brains and beauty. We are from a country called Eritrea, located at the Horn of Africa. We're very proud of it. We're political refugees that were born in a hut in Sudan. Our parents actually walked from Eritrea to Gibra, Sudan to seek refuge. And I remember asking my father what that was like, and he said, it's like walking from LA to San Francisco. So we were 2 years old when we were very fortunate enough to be selected. We were sponsored by a Presbyterian church in Rochester, New York, and as political refugees, we left everything and the people that we knew and loved very much to start a new country in upstate New York, which is very cold. We've always just been into beauty, and beauty is not a frivolous thing. We believe that it's a way to connect with people, but also to forge deeper conversations. It was a conduit to connection. It was this vessel. But Fevin and I have always had an interest in entrepreneurship and just being really the boss of our own lives and being in the driver's seat of our own lives. Ultimately, we want to be the brand that we didn't see in the world. And creating the brand was this amazing opportunity to bet on ourselves and to invest in ourselves as well. We didn't have a roadmap. We just had to make up our own template. We just had to go with it. And I just remember looking at Fevin and go, we just gotta bet on ourselves, Fevin. We just gotta take the chance on ourselves. So we pulled together our own money, but we were struggling. And then InStyle picked up our story, and then from there, Oprah's team caught wind of our story, and then basically she was our lifeline. Being Oprah's favorite it sounds actually crazy for us to say. I don't think we fully processed it. It feels like a dream. It feels like a dream. A lot of our brand is about daring to be classic because we say confidence is the best contour. It's a privilege to age. It really is a privilege to age. We have another mantra at 241, which is always enhance, never conceal. So we take the approach that makeup should enhance a woman's beauty. We're big on promoting being comfortable in your own skin, because nothing is more beautiful than a person who is very confident. That and kind. Confident and kind. Yes, both of those. Yeah.
what life is like not being a twin. So being a twin is the best. Honestly, the best gift in the world. You have a best friend the day that you're born. We're very bonded, and it's amazing to be able to bounce ideas off of Fevin.
You know what I love about working with Helena is I joke and say that she's my boss. She's my anchor. So she allows me to kind of like, dream. Right, we can keep it 100% real with
100. We're still on our journey. And we have visions of doing so much more and being able to be a huge contributor to Eritrea. But I'm very honored, and it's an honor and it's a responsibility for us to shed light on Eritrea. And our parents are very proud of us. As Eritrean immigrants coming to America, we had a front row seat to see our parents struggle, and they worked so hard. They're probably the most inspiring people that I know. And
they are the American dream.
They are the American dream. Yeah. And what I've learned and what Fevin and I have really taken away is that kindness is the secret sauce. I firmly believe this, and Fevin does too, that if you do a lot of great work, you have to have a whole lot of faith. Faith has to be your North Star, and just be kind along your entrepreneurial journey, because it will pay in dividends. We're changing the world one island at a time.
August may be National Black Business Month, but let's go out there and discover new brands to fall in love with far beyond this month, because there's a lot of special to be found here. Thank you for joining us, and keep sending us your local spots, because you never know where we'll end up next. You ready?
Yes.
Ready? Mwah!